Hi, I'm Pam Affelbeck, or Pammy Joe, Lord's servant, and I'm an author of Finding God's Voice in the Noise and of my Yahweh journey, how I came to know God. I'm also a Code Red Rebel. It's a lifestyle to do with nutrition and health. When I started it, I had difficulty going to bed at night because when I laid down, I started burping, even laying partway down. And if I waited a while and burped 12 or 15 times, I could start to lay down, but pretty quick, something would start coming up in my stomach. And if I wasn't careful, I would have to leap up to keep from burning my esophagus. And also, when my husband, he likes to put one arm around me, and it always ends up on my tummy. And that was very painful, and it also pushed the stuff up. And I also realized, looking back on it, that I never felt hungry. In those days, we would have ice cream after supper and wouldn't do any physical activity at all, even to vent the gas and whatnot from digestion. So it all built up in me. And I was miserable. I was taking Zantac and Tums at times, Zantac full-time, Tums as needed at night to try to get some sleep. Much of the time, I ended up getting up and sitting on the sofa because I could lean back against 3 pillows that way. In May of a few years ago, May of 2018, I became familiar with the Code Red lifestyle and what was required, and I started learning about that. And there is a really easy, inexpensive way to find those things out if you're interested in the help that I got. I went on, by joining that lifestyle, at the time it was $47 for 30 days of live training on Facebook in a group. Now it's only $27 for 30 days in the 10-pound takedown. And it's a great education tool too. It helped me understand why I was feeling what I was feeling. And it was a low pressure type education that I could embrace as I went along. I could take my time learning about it. I've taken a lot of those challenges since to learn more and more, and I've lost 42 pounds on using the Code Red lifestyle, which we will use for life. Mike has lost 84 pounds since then. And it's not about weight loss. It's not about how I look. It really isn't. It's about what I feel like. I remember a couple of weeks into the first ever Code Red 10-pound takedown, I remember waking up with my stomach growling, hungry. I had not felt that for at least a decade. All I felt was ugh, and this full feeling, and worried about what to eat next that wouldn't make me sick, and dreading bed because of something much worse than heartburn. It was full-blown GERD, and it burned my esophagus. Anyway, in July, they are starting another challenge. It's on Facebook. You can sign up on my link and learn about what helped me and what educated me about food. And it is simple rules. There's no buying a bunch of pills, getting shots, or any of that. The food that we eat is out of the grocery store. But we just eat it, different things, slightly different things than we used to. And also, some things are called diets. This is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. In other words, if I keep eating what I'm eating, we had New York steak and broccoli and cauliflower today, but it varies for other people what works for them. You can choose whatever works for you for food. It's freed my life. I can do more than I used to. My joints don't hurt as much. I lost weight on my bad leg that I hurt, that had DVT. It shrunk 3 inches around. So now support hose I wear there stay up easier. and I'm not constantly having to pull them up and worry about that. There's just so many ways it helped me. But the big one is I can go to bed at night without fear. I can sleep, and my hubby can hug me without me wishing he wouldn't. And I just love that part of it because he's a sweet guy. All right. Check out my link. And if you want to help me out here, I'm retired. I get $10 for each person that signs up with this challenge. So I'm being upfront with you. This isn't the only reason I'm promoting it. It's just a motivation to promote it when I've cared to do so for a long time. It was enough to push me over the edge and go ahead and share it with you. Love you and take care. Bye-bye.